do you want an indulgent dinner without the guilt? I do. Our next guest has got us covered. Don't you worry about it. Here to whip up her tostadas with a healthy twist. Welcome back, Lindsay Grimes, Freedman. Welcome back, Lindsay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Debbie, Ken, and Shirley are very excited to try this recipe. I know you're excited too because this recipe comes from your very first cookbook.
Yes.
It was released just a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Cauliflower Power.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about it.
We're celebrating everything that cauliflower can do. I say it's the world's most versatile vegetable.
Wow.
You can do so much with it. So we have 75 delicious gluten-free recipes that you can feel good about because it's packed with cauliflower.
Cookbook was made for me. I'm so excited about this. I honestly did not think that cauliflower would be able to stay together for what we're about to make. So let's show everybody how we do it. Okay, we've got some cauliflower already in here in the towel, right?
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make some tostadas.
Okay.
And right in here we have some cauliflower meal.
Okay.
So it's just in your food processor, you make meal out of it, and we're gonna squeeze out all the liquid because you don't want it to be too soggy.
Excellent.
So it's cooked. It's cooked and you put it in the food processor for me.
No, first we're gonna do it raw. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love
So I'm just squeezing out all of the water. You want to make sure. Is it supposed to be dripping into the bowl?
Dripping, yes. Muscle it. You got it. You got it.
One drop. Just give me one drop. All I want is one drop. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay. Now, does it have to be perfectly dry, or is that good enough? Because I think I pulled the muscle.
it. Trying to get water from a stone.
That is perfect. So put it right into the bowl along
just
with
turn
some.
it. Just sort of let it fall in here.
Plop it in.
Okay, very good.
Some pepper jack cheese is already in there, and we're gonna add in some taco seasoning as well.
Now, as you're doing that,
yummy.
pepper jack cheese, is that partially to help it bind, to help keep the cauliflower together? Tell me about the cheese choice.
The cheese is gonna melt and kind of make everything congeal together once you pop it in the oven. If you don't like pepper jack, you can totally customize it with your favorite cheese. Gruyere would be delicious with like some rosemary. So
I asked you about Parmesan, but we thought that maybe that would be a little bit more crumbly and it wouldn't really bind. It wouldn't melt the same way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So we're also gonna add in some cilantro.
Very good. And I want to point out to everybody, for those that like, typically, right, you're using corn tortillas or even flour tortillas for tostadas. But corn for me or flour, it just doesn't work well.
Right.
It's very inflammatory.
Right.
Cauliflowers, obviously, you're getting more vegetables into your diet. It's much healthier for you, lower in inflammation.
And also, it's like, what a great way to sneak healthy foods in for your kids, right?
100%.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that's key.
I have some picky eaters at home, and
So do I.
you know, I love sneaking in veggies whenever
Alexandra
I can.
loves cauliflower.
Yeah.
She loves
That
it.
is a gift.
Remember, I love cauliflower too.
Yeah.
She gets it
Maybe
from
You can do so much with it.
So I've mixed that all together.
You mix it up. So now what we're gonna
And now
do?
we got, take me through the sort of the real technique here because I think it's important, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I like to do is use like an ice cream scooper and just scoop up a scoop. and
But
put
you
it,
haven't really packed it together, right? You're just
Not
scooping
yet.
it right out of
Just
the bowl.
Scoop it up, and then the magic will happen when with your hands. You can kind of form it. Just press it down and really form it, and the edges push in with your hands, and you'll just create like a patty.
And that is all you need to do, and it's going to stay together at the end of Deb.
Yeah.
You didn't like it at all.
I didn't like it at all. Sorry.
Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to try that a little bit.
You want to go in? Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm just going to flat and then also kind of just create the border at the same time.
Just form it with your hands.
It got really quiet and
Look at that.
Any oil in it?
feeling
No.
extra nervous.
Zero oil.
Vegan, there's no egg to bind.
Well, so
or
there's
anything?
cheese in the tostada.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. But the queso we're making later is vegan.
Ooh,
How'd I do, Coach?
It looks great.
Okay,
Nailed
very
it.
good, very good. All right, so now we put it in the oven.
Yep.
Temperature?
400 for about 18 to 20 minutes. You can also broil it at the end if you want it to get extra crispy.
Oh, okay, so you can just kind of finish it off with a little broil and get that little crisp on top.
You
I
see
love
that
that.
golden brown on top?
Okay, good. So now we've got these guys. We're going to talk about the vegan. What's
Debbie's going
happening?
to snatch one before you.
Oh, what's happening? Debbie wants another one already?
Twist say?
May I have some more?
Can I please have some more?
I thought Ken was laughing at how excited I'm getting about this, which is true too. And you will get another one, but first we got to talk about your vegan
Yes.
queso.
Okay, so this has some cauliflower in it, some steamed cauliflower, also cashews and nutritional yeast, which gives it that delicious cheesy flavor, but it's totally dairy-free.
I thought it was hummus.
Remember, you thought it was peanut butter?
I believe that. I looked at it, I thought it was peanut butter at first, and then when you said it was queso, and you didn't tell me it was vegan.
Right.
I did not know.
I'm shocked.
And you loved it, right?
I'm shocked.
How am I doing? Is this,
Oh,
is this
you're
the
nailing
idea?
it. Yeah,
about that
looks
much?
great.
And then you just kind of swirl it around?
Yeah, so you can top these off with really whatever you have at home. If
Okay.
you just want to do some salsa or some guacamole, you can't go wrong. So we're doing some of this delicious queso, some cheesy queso. Also some avocado cubes.
Good. And I know so many of us at home eat a little bit differently. We all have our own individual tastes and also health requirements. But this is so great. Let's say you want to go a little bit lower carb, or you want to go paleo. Like the cauliflower substitute is fantastic no matter how you eat, no matter what. Yeah, it's going to lower the calories and a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's loaded up with fiber. It's low carb.
Do they sell the cauliflower meal solo if you don't want to go through the? You can just buy it.
In the grocery store.
Yeah.
You can get it riced.
Oh, okay,
We
great.
make it easy for you nowadays.
Super easy.
All right, now a little salsa. Am I overtaking like everything?
I'll do the cilantro. You do the salsa.
All right, all
Become
right.
Cameron's recipe.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, this I
like
promise.
the enthusiasm though.
Because that is
There's
really
some
hot.
spice.
Yeah, the salsa. We got a little salsa too.
Salsa in there. So
Yummy.
yeah, just top it off with
And do
some
we do a
cilantro.
squeeze little lime?
Of course. I always like a squeeze of lime. Nice.
There we go. Now let's serve up.
These are
Here
beautiful.
you go,
We all
guys.
need another one now, Cameron.
Very good, guys.
Thank you so much. Lindsay, this is phenomenal.
Oh my, isn't it?
So happy you
want
love
me to?
it.
Wow.
Okay, this is for us, Lindsay. Here you go.
Okay, you guys get in there while you taste
me?
it. I'm going to let everyone know that they can find this amazing recipe at hallmarkchannel.com. And for more with Lindsay, you can visit her at thetoastedpinenut.com. I love that.